Hi guys, in this lecture you will be learning the transition. So first of all, what is the transition? It is a CSS3 property. It is just a effect. In transition we can see the effect of changing CSS values. The CSS properties values smoothly change in the transition. So here I am gonna apply the transition on this div. Here is a div, it have the background color border, and now I am going to apply a hover on this div. When we take the mouse on this div, its width is changed, and then we can see the effect of changing the width. And here, first of all, I'm gonna apply directly without transition. Here, when we change the width, it's 400 and we are gonna make it 500. So now when we take the mouse over it, so it just happened quickly. We cannot see the effect. It is not attractive, awesome, but we are gonna make it awesome by using the transition. And now here in the div we have to apply the transition on the div. First of all, write the transition property. In this we have to write on which property we want to apply the transition. Here I want to apply the transition on the width. When the width is changed, we want to see the width. And the second thing is the time for the transition. How much time you want to see the transition. Here I'm going to write 1 second, and then here we have to write transition duration, and then we have to write transition timing function. Here is the timing function. In this property we have to give the speed of the transition at the start, at the end. Here I'm going to write linear, so now the speed of the transition is just same. And now let's load it, and here you can see that the width is increasing smoothly, and we can also apply the same transition on the background, but we have to write the background here. And if we want to apply the transition on other elements or on all the elements, then we have to write all. So now the transition is applied on all the elements, that is on all the CSS properties that is apply on the div, width, height, background. But now here I'm going to change its background color yellow, so now we can see it smoothly. Here you can see that its color is changing smoothly, the values are changing smoothly. This is the transition, and its speed is linear. And here I want to tell you another thing. You can also here give the value is in. So at the start the transition is slow. Here you can see that at the start the transition is slow, and then it speeds increase. And if we give is out, so the transition speed is slow when it is at the peak, at the end. Here you can see that at the peak its speed is slow. And if we give is in and is out, then the transition speed is slow at the end and at the start, but at the center of the transition its speed is fast. And now here I'm gonna give it linear, and we can also give it another property, transition delay. Here is the transition delay, and we have to give the delay of the transition at the start. That here if we give the 1 second for delay, then the transition is start after the 1 second. Here I'm going to give 1 second delay. So now when we take the mouse over the transition is start after the 1 second delay. Here you can see that it is start after 1 second delay. So you can also use the shorthand property. You can put all these properties in a single line. Here write the transition, then write the all to apply transition on all properties, and here write the duration. Here I'm gonna write 0.3 seconds. Then timing function is linear and delay is 2 seconds, but now here I'm not gonna write any delay. So now here the transition is fast because the duration is small, it is 0.3 seconds. And now I'm gonna give so now in my next lecture I'm gonna teach you 2D transforms. What is a 2D transform? So let's see in the next lecture. Thank you for watching this lecture. I'll see you in the next lecture.